You're listening to the best local sports show. Boots, Bats and Balls on Six Towns Radio.
Hello, I'm Ross Hancock and you join me here at the Britannia Stadium in the Wanton Suite, where I'm here for Six Towns Radio for a mastermind evening with a twist. It's a Stoke City twist, of course. Stoke City Ladies, the Community Trust and the Old Boys are all here tonight to help raise some much needed funds for the ladies and the Community Trust. Let's now talk to a player that spent 5 enjoyable years at Stoke, 2000 to 2005, including a pretty memorable FA Cup goal at Highbury. He's back from Greece. Wayne Thomas, welcome. Like I just mentioned, you moved from Greece after you left Doncaster. What made you leave the country for Greece? What was your mindset there?
It was just the right time with my family. I had a very young family, and I thought if it's something that I'm going to look to do, then that was the right time to do it. I didn't want to sort of uproot my son coming out of school after making friends and things like that. So I thought, well, he's not started school yet, so if we're going to go, now's the opportunity. And I really don't think enough English and British players get to experience what it's like playing abroad, and I'm thankful that I've had that experience.
What was the best thing about playing in Greece? Because it's quite a high standard of football, isn't it, really? I think people forget about it. There's quite a lot of good players there. I mean, I think Kevin Morales, didn't he come from the Greek league, from Olympiacos? And it's quite a high standard of players, isn't there?
Yeah, it's a Premier League, but in Greece, obviously, you've mentioned Olympiacos. They're doing very well, and they're looking like the second favourites to be promoted to qualify for the knockout stage of the Champions League. You've got PAOK Salonika, you've got Panathinaikos, you've got AEK Athens. It's a good standard. There's a lot of Brazilians, Argentinians, Portuguese, Germans, French. There's a lot of nations represented in Greece, and the football is very, very different. It's a typical continental type football, so it was a massive learning curve, but I thoroughly enjoyed it.
And back to your time at Stoke, obviously I just mentioned that goal at Highbury. Now, what I remember from that goal at Highbury is a celebration where you ran about 30-40 yards down the pitch afterwards. Is that one of your best memories from your time at Stoke?
Yeah, definitely. That, I think, beating Cardiff in a playoff semi-final at Cardiff, I think that was up there just behind the actual winning the playoff final at the Millennium against Brentford. But those three were the three main ones. But obviously it was lovely to get a goal at Highbury.
At Stoke, you played a lot of right back despite actually being a centre back. Is that something that took quite a long time to adjust to?
Yeah, initially I only went there because Michael Hansen got injured, and I was supposed to just basically be filling in for a week or two till he come back. Subsequently he ended up retiring from that same injury and never went back in there, so I was sort of stuck there for a year. But again, I'm glad of that opportunity. I was just happy to be playing at the time. You know, it was a massive club for me at that time, and I would have played in goal. I would have played anywhere, you know, just to get on the pitch. So I think it made me think about the centre half position more, because it's a totally different area of the pitch and totally different work that you're expected to do. So I think it's added to me as a person as well as a player.
And back to tonight, of course, we just had a little chat about ladies football. It's also for the Community Trust as well. How important is it that football clubs like Stoke do get involved in the community?
It's massive. It's massive now. It's not just for the club, but for the community. It's something that they can feel they belong to. It's something that they can sort of brag about, if you will. You know, it's the association with Stoke City, the people in the Stoke community. Whenever they go anywhere over the world, even in this country, they can say, "Yeah, I support Stoke City. I'm from Stoke. That's my team. That's where I'm from." So it is massively important, and also for local children as well, to maybe aspire to become football players or to get into coaching and whatnot. So I think yeah, it's vitally important, and that's not just for Stoke City. That's for all clubs in all areas. Yeah.
And this summer, of course, you signed for Tamworth. How are you enjoying yourself there?
It's different. It's different. But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying my time there. I am enjoying my time there. So it's a great bunch of lads. The coaching staff and the manager and whatnot have looked after me, and they've been tremendous. And at the end of the day, I was thankful to get the call from them, because it's difficult times at the moment out there, and there's still a lot of players without clubs that you wouldn't expect to be without clubs. So I was just thankful for the opportunity to continue playing.
And you mentioned on stage actually that you were doing a bit of coaching as well. Is that something you're doing at Tamworth? Is that something you want to do after you retire?
No, I'm actually the under-11s academy coach here. So at Stoke. So yeah, it's like I said, it's to be able to be part of Stoke City now. What it is, it's a massive club, and it's a Premier League club, and it's a category A academy. So the opportunity to maybe cut my teeth in coaching, and to be able to do it here with the facilities and stuff they've got, it was an unbelievable opportunity. So yeah, I've taken it, and I'm really enjoying it. I've got some great young players.
And finally, we'll wrap up with it being a mastermind evening. What I want to know is who's the smartest player you played with at Stoke, and who is the, should we say, least intelligent?
Smartest player probably would have been Peter Thorne.
Yeah,
he was quite intelligent. Least intelligent. Oh, wow.
Is it a big list?
No, that'd be a tricky one. I'm trying to think now. No, I think everyone had a little bit of something. I don't think there were any dullards, as it were.